In an episode of her podcast Unapologetically Angel, WNBA player Angel Reese spoke up about her relationship struggles as a young celebrity to NBA great Carmelo Anthony's son, Kiyan, who is 17 years old. Reese, who has gained a significant following among young athletes, used the occasion to share some words of advice on navigating the pitfalls and temptations of celebrity, particularly in relation to romantic relationships. When you visit the league, exercise caution. You should use caution around these women even while you're a college student. An oversight, are you really aware of these stories? Put it off. Your age is 17. The women that are significantly older than you are the ones you should be concerned about. Many young athletes encounter a crucial lesson when they move from high school to college or professional sports, and her direct advice highlights this point. People who don't have Kiyan's best interests at heart frequently pursue him because of his growing reputation and the amount of attention he receives. Both Reese's own life and his observations inform his guidance. She made the observation that even a small slip-up could have far-reaching effects on one's career. Kiyan and other young athletes should be careful about their friendships and limits, as Reese pointed out how many stories there are about players who have been involved in public controversies. Reese stressed that Kiyan is in a special position, being both young and famous thanks to his father and his own nascent basketball career. Because of all the attention Kiyan is getting, he could start dating older women, and they might not all be honest about their motives. Athletes like Kiyan, who are about to step into high-stakes arenas where their every slip-up may be exposed in an instant, would do well to heed Reese's counsel and be as self-aware as possible. It's important to surround oneself with supportive people who will help them improve, and it's not only about safeguarding one's image. This advice from Reese highlights an important discussion that young athletes should have about knowing their limits and the dangers of stardom. She showed her readiness to use her position to educate younger players by being honest with Kiyan about the dangers of putting short-term relationships ahead of long-term health and professional goals. Amidst a society where young athletes are quickly pushed into the limelight without adequate training for the real world, Reese's words are a sobering reminder to keep one's feet on the ground and make deliberate decisions. Angel Reese, a WNBA standout and Reebok partner, confesses that she struggles with high heels, despite the fact that she is an expert in basketball agility while wearing sneakers. The professional athlete still feels uneasy in high heels, despite her recent red carpet appearances in John Vito Rossi's slingbacks and other elevated styles. She discussed it in an episode of her podcast Unapologetically Angel with Zendaya's renowned stylist, Law Roach. Another thing that's tough for her is high heels, she despises them. She told him this to him. Every time I wear them, my feet ache. Which heel do you find most comfortable, or does Zendaya prefer? The So-Kate is a famous Christian Louboutin pump with a 120mm high heel, and Roach proceeded to urge her not to wear them. The hardest heel is what she wears, Roach said. She wears So-Kate, the most difficult shoe to wear, and you definitely don't want to wear those. Let me tell you a story, Roach stated in response to Reese's inquiries about Zendaya's gait in them and whether or not she experiences any foot pain. When she was 13 years old, I insisted that she wear So-Kates. Why would her parents allow me to do that to her? I asked myself with each reflection. I made her wear them all day, even though she acted like she was crying, Roach continued. Please, do not remove it, I say. She wore them again the following day, and again after that. That means she has trained her feet. She can jog down the street in those and wear them all day. Those are the most challenging shoes for her. In fact, I believe they are the most painful. Angel Reese attended the 2024 Victoria's Secret fashion show on October 15th in New York City's Brooklyn Navy Yard. My foot is not used to that arch, Reese said. Roach, it's probably because I play basketball and I'm always in basketball, running shoes. She was advised by the stylist to start just wearing them around in your house in order to become used to walking in them. He went on to say, your ankles, not your feet, are the real problem. Wearing high heels requires extra ankle support.